In light of spring, we are going to be inspired by the Bouquets of Peace by Pablo Picasso. All right, so we are going to be making our own version of Bouquets of Peace. Pablo Picasso made this picture in hopes that everyone would be able to find a little bit of peace in their lives. And since it's spring, finally, we can be happy that flowers are actually going to come out, and it's actually sunny today, so it's even better. All you're going to need for this project is a blank piece of paper. Any size will do because it's a guided drawing and you can kind of fit onto your paper. You need crayons and you'll need a pencil, really, just at the end. All right, so I'm going to move my finished picture out of the way, and I've got my paper right here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit on my paper so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Again, this is a guided drawing, so what I am putting on here, you're going to put on your paper at home. So I'm going to start off, and I'm going to use a pencil to draw, and you're going to notice something right away. So if I go ahead and put my name on here, I've got my signature. It can be kind of hard to see this pencil when I'm drawing on here. So I'm actually going to use a crayon. I'm going to use a black crayon to draw mine so you're able to see my lines better. But you can always draw in pencil first, okay, and then outline in black afterwards. That's perfectly fine. So it's kind of whichever way is going to be easiest for you. So we're going to start out, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a curved line, kind of close to the bottom, but give yourself a little bit of room. We got to make the other side of our hand. From there, we're going to make 4 bumps down. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like somebody's holding a flower like that. Then we're going to make this line come to here. We're going to draw the arm. Now we're going to draw the other part of the hand, so we're going to leave a little bit of space and draw the other line. Now we're going to add like fingernails to the end of these. So it's just little curved lines on there. Now we're ready to do the other part of our hand, and we're going to do kind of 2 parts because the hand's wrapping around the back of the stems. They're going to cover it up, so that's why it's 2 separate parts. We are going to start right here, and it's going to come down and make 3 kind of little curves. So you can see 1, 2, 3. And yes, mine does connect, but if yours doesn't, that is okay. Now we're going to do those 4 little bumps. This time they're going to bump in a little bit more. So I'm at 2, 3, and 4, and it connects. Now we're going to go ahead and add those fingernails on those. Next, we're going to actually do the thumb of our hand that touches. So this thumb touches. So what I'm going to do is start right here. So it's touching this. It's going to come out like that. Now I'm going to make a curve like that. We need a thumbnail. It's there. Now we need the other side of the hand, and yeah, it's not going to actually connect because all this is going to be covered up with stems. So I've got my hands done. I'm going to put that crayon down, and I'm going to look for a color that I want to do for the actual stems. So I'm going to grab and do a green, all right? And I'm going to probably do different kinds of green. So I'm going to have stems, straight lines coming out down here at the bottom, straight lines of green filling up here, and then some filling, and they can kind of curve out. I would like mine to have some variety, so I'm going to add another layer of green. You got to be careful not to go over the hand. That is done with our green, and now we're ready to start creating some flowers up here at the top. So the flowers, they can really be any shape that you want. I'm gonna kind of stick mine to stand with how Pablo Picasso did his, and he kind of did like rounded shapes. They're not exactly an oval, they're not exactly a square. And then I'm coloring it in. And now I'm going to pick another color for the petals. There is no right or wrong to how you're choosing to do your flower creations. You could get really wild and crazy with them and do it a totally different way than I did. It does not have to look the way I am doing mine. All right, so I've sped up the recording and it's going through fast forward. So you can see how I'm doing my flowers. I'm going to have 4 flowers total, very similar to how Pablo Picasso's Bouquet of Peace is done. Again, there's no right or wrong to it, just be creative. You can also add some green leaves sticking out of the top if you would like. So I hope you enjoyed making your Pablo Picasso Bouquet of Peace with me today on this first day of spring.